Dear children, good morning everyone. Today we are going to start the fourth lesson of your book, The Pat with the Sun. The title of the story is The Old Clock Shop. This story tells us the importance of peace and sympathy. Let's start the story. Christmas Eve had arrived. The last-minute shoppers were going home. A thick white sheet of snow lay over Salt Lake City, USA. Christmas Eve had come, and now this is the time for entire USA to celebrate. Most of the market is just about to empty. Everybody was packing their things up, and now they were going to come in the mood of just enjoyment. Yet the lights were still burning in the old clock shop as Ray is the owner of a shop. Its old, deaf owner worked on a clock he had sold that day. See, Ray is deaf and dumb shopkeeper. Though the market had started closing, still he is just working on a clock, and he had an old clock shop. Having finished his work, Ray stood up and was on his way to the back room when a cold rush of air from the front door hit the back of his neck. Ray did not expect that anybody would come at that time to purchase anything. He turned to meet a last-minute shopper, but suddenly he noticed that a ray of cold wind entered inside. It means somebody had approached in his shop. But when he observed the man, he found that the man was not the person. Those who came, two people came, they were not looking as if the real shopper. But his old wise eyes told him that this was not a shopper. He understood that these two people who have entered in his room, in his shop right now, they had entered with some wrong purpose. He saw two men, one in his 20s and the other closer to 50. He realized that the people who have entered their age, one was of 20 years around and another was in his 50s. The younger man remained at the door. The older man approached the counter with no sign of friendliness in his eyes. The younger man remained near to the door, and the older, who was looking like 50 years old, he entered into the shop, but there was no friendliness in his eyes, and it seems that his purpose of entering the shop was not at all good. Ray was able to hide his growing fear as he slowly pushed a notepad and a pencil across the counter. As I have already told you, Ray was deaf and dumb shopkeeper, meaning he was unable to hear anything. At the same time, he was unable to speak. So he took a notepad. This way he was writing and showing it to his customer, and this way he was doing his business. He smiled at the unfriendly face, then pointed to his ears and shook his head from side to side. He looked towards the unfriendly face man and he shook his head to show that he was unable to hear and listen. And he smiled also, though the person was not smiling at all with looking towards him. A quick look of surprise changed the man's face as he studied the notepad, then turned and said something to his friend. See, the moment the person who entered in his shop, he realized that he was unable to speak, unable to listen. A change has come on his face. Ray used the chance to look closely at the man, paying attention to the shape of a gun and a restless hand in the man's right coat pocket. So this time he started looking the visitor very seriously, and Ray noticed that in one of his pockets one pistol is lying, and his another hand was another pocket, and in his coat's pocket, and that was also not peaceful. the man who entered was not at peace. Anger boiled with him, but it was kept down by an inner voice. He said, "Be still." He wrote on the notepad, "May I help you?" For the first time, the older man looked directly at Ray and smiled, a cruel, mocking smile. They both understood why he was there, why his friend remained at the door. They looked like men who were down on their luck and were now ready to try something they would later be sorry about. Now, Ray understood that the two people who entered into the shop, they had come with some foul intention, because maybe their luck was not good and they were going to commit something wrong with just because they needed some money. But Ray had a hope in his heart that maybe this time their luck was not favoring them, but later on they would feel bad. They would feel bad that what they are going to do right now. So this way, Ray did not show he was afraid with these two people, though the intention of these two people were very much clear. One person was standing at the gate, another one had come to do some foul thing, meaning to rob the